I don't know, I just feel like sitting here and telling women that nothing is their fault it's not helping anyone. It's just not. Every woman is capable of making better choices for herself. Don't be a victim. Don't waste your time sitting there blaming men for all your problems. Be smart, make good choices. You're capable. Do better for yourself.
They always used to chase men away, and now that men are avoiding them, they don't like that.
Alright, these are 5 reasons why men ignore women. Let's hop right into this. Number 1, he's too busy working on his purpose. Number 2, it shows that you actually have options, okay? When you reply to girls instantly and always text and call them throughout the day, it shows you have nothing better to do. So you want to kind of ignore her and you want to do your own thing, and that will make girls start thinking, oh, what is he doing? Oh, is he talking to other girls, you know? And that's what you want them to think. And number 3, it destroys their ego. Girls are used to guys replying to them instantly. So when you start doing the opposite, when you start ignoring them, she won't know how to react. 4th thing, it keeps a girl from testing a man. She won't worry about playing no games because she knows that you have better things to do.
She can't control you if you're simply not available for her. I avoid women because it's in my best interest to do as such. This is not rocket science. When you learn that the game is made for you to lose, you stop playing.
I'm not someone that posts or cries or anything on the internet, so this is a new one for me. I guess I need girls to rally with me and lift me up because I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are.
Most women now cannot even find men, and it's been going on for years.
So I've been trying to meet people in public, and there's still when I do randomly meet people in public, but tonight takes the cake. Last week I was I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket, thought maybe I'll meet people here, maybe I'll meet a guy.
Guys no longer go to events or parties. They would rather work or do something productive with their time. It's getting harder and harder to find a good woman. Life is better if you don't waste your time. I gave up dating for fishing 10 years ago. Greatest decision I ever made.
Am I the only guy that will never walk up to a woman? I don't care how beautiful she is. I will never walk up to a woman, bro. It has nothing to do with anxiety or I'm nervous or I think she's better than me. If a woman actually really likes you and she's seen what she likes, she will walk up to you.
That's why men no longer take the risk.
The truth is, a lot of women feel like in a relationship that the guy is trying to avoid them. And that is the female-male paradox. And the reality is, if you get a guy who is attractive to women, so he's got high testosterone, he's like alpha male is what is used. Basically, just high testosterone.
And the highest a man can be is a sigma male, a lone wolf that lives without the need for females.
Makes him both attractive to women, but also seek isolation.
Sigma men are really upfront about their solitude, and they hate when it's interrupted because it's a part of who they are.
So this whole thing about him pulling back and not wanting to be around too often, but it comes with the package. If he's that type of guy that you like, if he's that type of guy who goes and achieves and gets things, and he is that look that you prefer, he will also want to be alone a lot more.
Because high-value men can never stay focused with people. They need their time alone to focus.
Than what you want, because you want closeness and connection, and that makes you feel safe because now you've got him and you've now bonded, and he wants autonomy, freedom, the fact that he would have had to, being a high testosterone man, do a lot of hunting, be alone a lot, go out on those things, make decisions by himself, and he's not used to that close-knit vibe that you're trying to have.
And men know in order to keep that freedom, they have to avoid women to stay free. The biggest mistake women did was showed us men that we can live without them, and we are more happier. Once men reach indifference, you're done, and they're not looking back.
Why men never approach women anymore?
I think we live in a society where men are torn down for small things, and they're scared to shoot their shot, and it's sad to see.
It's not about being scared or anxious. It's the fact that they can't afford the time to do it.
They oftentimes bog themselves down before they even get a chance, you know? In this society, looks come first and heart comes second. It's only going to get worse unless a change is made. Until people start making things online for men to really regain that confidence back.
What can girls do these days to make guys approach them more?
Smile more and really think about the things that you're saying to these guys to make them feel that way. Don't say things like, you're too short, because that really does things to guys' ego. It's harmful.
You ever seen a girl reject a guy and scarred him?
I sadly have. At bars and stuff, people just say ew and turn around, and you can look at the guy in the eyes and they look really sad after, and just overall it's a bad time.
Guys are not getting disrespected again, and this time, the tables have turned, and women will be the ones chasing men.
A guy will show interest but avoid you, or show interest and simply not shoot his shot. It's because he likes you, but not all of you. He likes you. He may like you. He really may enjoy your conversation. He may love how you look, but there's something about you. He doesn't want the full package.
Men know that it's not only about the looks. If her personality is bad, they will avoid her.
And I'll just say this. It ain't that you perfect. We all got stuff we need to work on. So you may have things about you that honestly make you not ready for a relationship or make you incompatible with that particular guy. He may be doing the right thing by keeping his distance. What you need to do to protect yourself in this situation is make sure you're not being used.
And men nowadays will never let women use them.
That you're not following or chasing waterfalls, chasing some type of dream of being in a relationship with him and giving him the parts of you that he does like, hoping that eventually that's going to inspire him to accept the parts of you that he doesn't like. Either he wants all of you or none of you. Either he likes you and the fact that you come with children, or he's not ready for any of you.
Men seek to complete their mission, and women aren't a part of the plan because men cannot be influenced.
You can't a la carte your love. You can't a la carte your heart. And most of y'all have already tried this before. Give him a little piece of you and maybe you could just enjoy that and be good. No, you can't. And you shouldn't even try.
They are aware of everything, and that means they know what they're doing.
If you're not that type of woman, most of y'all are just not. Yeah, he likes you, but he don't like the fact that, you make too much money. No, too bad he don't like you then. If only you didn't wait as much. Too bad he don't like you then. If only you weren't celibate until marriage. Then too bad. Let him go get somebody else who down for what he down for.
They cannot accept that men simply don't want them.
Men of today are not interested in coming to save you because they don't see behavior from you that is worth saving.
It takes a lot to gain a man's trust, and they expect him to notice them.
When you act like a man, the expectation is for you to defend yourself like a man. And when you are out in the street fighting, when you are out at 3 a.m. involved in an altercation, men compartmentalize that. And they already know that you're not the caliber of woman that necessitates them risking their lives for and getting involved.
A man just doesn't care. Men are born caring only about themselves to survive.
You see, my husband, he is called to lay down his life for me. Not some random woman out at the club. Anytime my husband, when we're out, we go somewhere, he's assessing the threat. And when they see loud and obnoxious women showing out like orangutans, they tune out. It's like they go away in their mind somewhere because they know that it is not worth the risk of putting their own lives in danger.
A man looks out for himself and his loved ones only, but these women expect a lot when he doesn't even know them.
For someone that doesn't even value their own life or safety.
I feel like it's really awkward for men in their 40s to be ghosting women because now I'm confused.
That's how modern women are feeling about it. They are confused with no clue why men left them.
Let me tell you the reason why men aren't approaching me. I hear it all the time. My clients are always telling me, men just don't approach me. I'm out at Target. I'm at Trader Joe's. I'm reading a book at Starbucks. I'm at the gym. I'm out at the bars. Men just don't approach. Do you want to know the truth? Men don't approach you because you're not approachable.
Nowadays, men are adapting to this new mindset of minding their own business because it keeps them out of trouble.
No men are actually approaching women in society today when it comes to relationships or dating. And this is going to be a tough pill to swallow, but it's because of how the women interact with men when men try to respectfully approach you and get to know you. These are the types of responses I get from other men in their interactions with women. The number one thing I hear from them is fear of rejection. No surprise there.
These women act confused, but they forget how many women humiliated men when they approached. So men simply stop doing so.
No one likes to get metaphorically slapped in the face when you're trying to meet a beautiful woman and you're just trying to have a general conversation to see if they want to connect with you.
Mostly, when men approach, it's just for small talk. But when women always assume the worst, men hate that.
That because their life seems normal, the women are just disinterested in them. And this is always a good one. We come off looking like a creep just because we want to have a normal conversation.
A man would rather be alone than be labeled as a creep. His pride wouldn't let him be in that situation.
I keep hearing rejection, rejection, rejection. More or less, we just become a bother. And then this one is my favorite of all. Men not feeling like they can live up to the standards of what this individual wants the man to have.
We all have heard the crazy standards. So in response, men have left the game.
I'm not 6 foot. I don't make 6 figures. I don't do this, this, and this. I don't have this IQ. I don't have this kind of job. I don't speak this way. I don't look this way. I don't have the jawline. It's unending.
Indeed, the list never ends. It's like they always find new things to want from men. I really like how men these days are pretty aware of what is going on, and many of them stop being simps.
Can someone explain to me how there are grown men in this world that are giving women the silent treatment?
That is a valid reason because those allegations can ruin a man's life.
So it's been brought to my attention that men no longer want to come up to women anymore. Due to sex allegations, women being just so rude and disrespectful, and rejection.
These are all factors of why men avoid certain women.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know men didn't want to come up to women anymore. I'm barely finding this out. Why do women choose to cuss guys out when they come up to them and approach them? I have no idea. I apologize for that. But there's just too many fine men. And if it takes me, the women, having to come up to you guys and shooting my shot, saying what's up, being the big stepper, then I'll just have to do that.
If all women acted like this woman, there wouldn't be any problems.
And I'm gonna just start coming up to you guys and shooting out compliments and see where it takes me. So if I start coming up to y'all in the grocery store and I say, "Excuse me, sir, you are just so sexy. I want a response." Okay, I don't want none of that shy stuff.
Men aren't shy. They're just cautious.
He doesn't want to be in a relationship with anyone. All of the reasons why a man doesn't want to be in a relationship with you has nothing. It doesn't always have to be he has a nefarious type of intention. All right. Some of it is he's got trauma because y'all, it's some women out here doing some foul too.
And most men have everything to lose, so they wouldn't risk their lives.
It's some women out here doing things that are not. You make no mistake about it. And believe me, a lot of the women out here cheating too. And so many men don't want to be in a relationship.
So the ideal way is to avoid these women at all costs. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.